Yes,
Okay,
sir.
this is the course for data analytics course, right? Which you have taken the course from ACTE, right? So we have divided this course into the 10 different modules, right? In the these modules, we have named every module according to its syllabus. So first module, I'm going to teach you what is the data analysis is all about, how to read the data, what is the data is attributes, what is the probability. Okay, so all these things will be covered in the foundation of a data analysis, correct? And next comes the exploratory data analysis. Anybody know what is EDA, exploratory data analysis? Any of you? What is EDA?
Which is nothing but seeing the data in a visualization format and try to understand the data.
Correct. So exploratory data analysis is basically to understand the data. So when I'm saying understand the data, it doesn't mean that just reading the data to check the distribution, right? How the data is distributed, and to check if there is any kind of a correlation between the different kind of columns within the data. Columns in the sense variables. Every column in the data is a variable, right? So for that we can have a statistical diagram, right? Have you heard about the scatter diagram? So scatter diagram is basically used for find out the relationship between the two. So it is also known as a scatter graph, scatter plot, scatter diagram. All are the same, right?
Yes.
Now next comes the analysis of variance and the chi-square. So these are the different kind of testing techniques which we use to check the normality of the data, right? Then we will see how to clean the data. Data cleaning in the sense, suppose if you have a missing values, or you have anomalies, or if you have outliers, all these things comes under the data cleaning, right? And then comes the correlation and regression, and then the imputation techniques, right? So all these things come under the exploratory data analytics, right? Now next comes the data analytics concepts. So basically we have a four types of analytics, right? You people have already since you people are from the background. You people know there is what is a descriptive, diagnostic, predictive, and prescriptive analytics, right? Descriptive is basically when you are find out what is the description within, what are the hidden patterns within the data. Okay, that comes under the descriptive analytics, right? Now diagnostic in the sense, if you want to diagnose something from the data, okay, diagnose in the sense what kind of so what you are able, so what is the male female ratio, or what is the different kind of a trend in the data, or all this comes under the diagnostic of the data, right? Predictive analytics in the sense, suppose if you want to predict the future, okay, using your current data, that becomes the predictive analytics. And prescriptive in the sense, suppose if you are prescribing something, right? Suppose if you develop certain model, okay, and you are prescribing that if you should do this, then you will do that. Okay, so for example, when you are developing time series and forecasting model, you are prescribing something that if you do this, you can manage your supply chain but in a better way. Okay, so all this comes under the prescriptive analytics. Okay, so this is, and then we are going to cover the module number 3. Module number 4, we are basically this module number 4 and module 5, module 6, and module 8 and 9, module 8 and 9. All are very much interrelated, right? So when I will start module 4, so it will be, I will also cover Excel with the data visualization, Excel for Tableau, and Excel for Power BI. Okay, all these three will be covered simultaneously, right? Because both of them are very similar to each other. Okay, and this part, data type, measure of central tendency, skewness, box plot, and data. This will be very much will be seen when we are playing with a different kind of graphs, right? Graphs in the sense histogram, box plot, and all these things, right? So don't worry, we are going to cover all this topic with the model number 4 onwards, right? Now, as compared to languages, which language you can learn in this uh, uh, tuition? So, structure query language, SQL. So, in the SQL, we are going to cover these many things, right? Select statement, invoke conversion function, aggregate data using set operations, subqueries, and all these things, right? So if you know even the basics, suppose I think you people know what is a select, distinct, and all these things, right? So you will able to understand what is a different kind of sub queries within the. So you will be able to understand when to use a left join, right join, and all these things, right? Any of you know what is a left join, right join?
Sorry, sir. Left table and which all of the data are matching from right table will be shown as a single table, sir.
Mm-hmm.
It is vice versa for right
Right join.
join
And
and
what is the inner join?
inner join.
Is a data, how to read the data, right? So I have a lots of data, and let's begin with the today's session, correct? Now let me get me some good data for you. Okay. No, this is not a good data. Oh, okay. This one, let me check. Okay. Okay. Are you able to see my screen, right?
Yes, sir. There is no doubt in that module we didn't see Excel, right, sir?
You are not able to see Excel. Why you are not? I have already told you we are going to cover the Excel also. Can you see here? Basic of Excel, model 5.
Oh, sorry,
I have
sir.
told
Sorry.
you, na, we are going to cover model number 4, 5,
Oh,
6,
sorry, sir. Sorry. I
8, and
expect there
9
will be
together.
a different. Sorry, sir. Sorry. My bad. My bad.
Yeah, see, this is basic Excel for data analysis.
Yeah.
And
Yes, sir.
correct.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Sorry. My bad.
So first of all, yeah, not a problem. Let me go to this one, my Excel sheet. Okay. So this is Excel sheet, right? Now you are able to see anybody can of you can you tell me how many column are there? How many columns are there? Any of you?
12, sir.
12, right? 12 columns, correct? And every talk 12 columns, you have how we have calculated 1, 2, right? To L, A to L, right? 12 columns, right? Very good. So 12 columns are divided into with the different kind of a data, right? Understood? So every column is not having the same kind of a data. Correct. Some every column has a different name and different kind of attributes, different kind of characteristics, right? Now, column number 1, what is content? Customer ID. Column number 2, credit score, country, gender, age, tenure, balance, product number, credit card, number of a credit card is taken, active member, estimated salary, so how the particular person is getting the salary, and whether it's going to be a churn. Churn in the sense that going to defaulter or non-defaulter, right? Understood?
Yes, sir. Understood.
Okay, very good. Now I'm going to give you some idea how to read the data, right? So basically, whenever you are opening any kind of a data, there are the three types of data, right? People might ask you in the interview, what are the different kind of a data types? Okay,
Yes, sir.
so
I think so.
what
It is
is,
quantitative, qualitative, like that, sir.
wait 1 second, numerical,
Oh, okay. Okay, sir.
nominal, and categorical data, right? See, qualitative and quantitative are different kind of analysis. There are two kind of analysis. One is a quantitative analysis when you have a
Mhm.
quantitative data, right? When you have a
Oh,
numbers, and qualitative data is basically when all of your data is having the attributes, like all of your data is having a categorical data, right? So these are the
okay.
different kind of analysis type, qualitative analysis and quantitative analysis, right? Now,
Yes, sir.
numerical, nominal, and categorical. Numerical data means what? The any number which you can measure, okay, measure, and which you can do any kind of a mathematical operation, right? It's your numerical data, right? For example, your age, your salary, your height, right? This can be measured and which we can do any kind of a mathematical calculation, right? Your ranks, okay, ranking system, all these things are the numerical in the nature, right? And the numerical data can be the two types. One is a integer. Integer means any whole number, right? And other can be float. Float in the sense they can contain of a decimals also, correct? Okay. And now next comes the nominal data. Nominal in the sense what? Any number which is used for the representation purpose only, right? Suppose for your telephone number, your pin code, your roll number. Okay, these are only for the representation purpose only. We only able to find the frequencies of this number, but making any kind of a mathematical presentation or any kind of a mathematical calculation doesn't make any sense, right? So that's
Oh,
the
okay.
it is known as a nominal number. For example, suppose you have a two friends number 89900987, right? And you have a one more number 89098786 eight okay 7890987, right? You have these two numbers, correct? Two different friends number. Okay, suppose you add these two numbers. Does it make any sense? You tell me.
No,
Any
sir.
of you? Okay. Why doesn't make any sense? Because these are just for the representation purpose. That telephone number given to that guy for some purpose that we can identify that guy with that particular number, right? It doesn't make sense that if you get this number and if I got this number, he is a superior to me or is a better than me. Okay, it is just for the representation purpose, right? So it
Okay,
is
sir.
only same way your pin code number. Suppose you have a two pin code numbers 20345645678 Okay, so in India we mostly give a 6 digit or 7 digits pin code numbers, right? So pin code numbers why we use for the identify the areas, right? In which area the particular person resides, correct? So that the reason these are the pin code. These are only for the representation purpose. Okay. So this all comes under the nominal data. Understood?
Mm. Yes, sir. Basically, the data we can't able to do any kind of operation. If it even if we do, it won't make any sense. That means nominal, numerical. We can able to do any kind of operation and we can able to get a information from it. That's numerical, right, sir?
Correct, correct.
Yes.
And last comes the categorical data. Now, what is the categorical data, right? So any data type which divides your data into different kind of a categories, right? That becomes your categorical data, right? Categories. Okay. Now you will ask me what is the categories. So I will give you one example. Suppose in your class there is a total 100 students, right? And
Okay, sir.
you have a 34 female and 66 male, right? So this 32 female is one category and 66 male is one category, right? So this is my categorical data, right? So if someone asks me what are the different numbers of a male female value, so I will tell them the 34. So this is dividing my whole data into two different categories. Right? My what is total number of the students? 100. And what is the two categories data I have? Male and female, right? And within that I have this number 34 and 66, right? So this is my categories, right? So here if you can see here I have a categories in country, gender, correct? So these are the two categories whether my whole data has been divided. Okay. So suppose someone asks you what is the total number of people within the France, what you will do? You will just insert, you will run the pivot table. Okay. Now you will drag the country and count the total number of customers, right? Now you can see here France. So what is the total number of customers? 10,000. But within those 10,000, France, Germany, Spain are different categories, right? They are the countries actually. So what is the name of the category? Country. And the France is having 5,009 customer. Germany is having the 5,000 2,508 customer and 2,475 for spend, right? Now, suppose someone asks you within the country, what is the ratio of a gender, right? So, gender is a new country. I am taking within the column, right? Now, if it will give you what is the male female ratio and what is the total, right? So, you have a two categories cross two cross two column, correct? Two cross two analysis. So for France, Germany, Spain, what is the male to female ratio? Okay, total is 5,009, and within this 5,009, how many of them are male and how many of them female, right? So basically, these two are dividing your data into two different categories. Okay, so here country and gender is known as a categorical data. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this is all about the different kind of data types, right? So data types, always remember, whenever you are handling the data with are the nominal in the nature, right? Nominal in the nature like customer ID. So we can only count them. We can only take the frequency of them, right? We can't take anything else, right? For only count is matters there, right? Otherwise, your whole calculation will be wrong. Suppose if I take the sum, okay, so you are making a terrible mistake because whenever you are handling with the see these numbers are absurd, right? You can't take a sum of any nominal data. Okay, you can take only count. Count in the sense number of times that particular customer is coming into that particular sample or population, right? Suppose you have taken a call log, right? Call log and 89090999. Okay. So it's 10 people is called you, right? So with the different numbers, right? But the eight, so suppose what a police wants to know which person has called you the most times in a particular day, right? So what they will do, they will find out the frequency of that particular telephone number, right? So suppose this is a telephone number and it is called you for that particular day for this many times. How many times? If you can see here, 12 times. Okay, so that police guy will tell that the 12 is the highest count for this particular telephone number. Okay, so it has made a most frequently call that particular person that particular day, right? So this is a how you can analyze the nominal number, right? So for the nominal number, you can take only frequency, nothing else. Okay, understood? So this is all about the different type of a numbers. Okay, so suppose someone asks you what is the different type of a numbers, what you will tell? Nominal, numerical, and categorical. Okay, now you tell me here what are the numerical numbers, what are the categorical numbers, right? And what are the nominal numbers? I will
Sir,
insert and one by
give,
one you can tell me.
should we
Okay,
need to tell
tell
now,
me.
sir?
Yeah, you need to tell me
Yeah,
now.
yes. So numerical is basically a numbers, data types of columns. Like you said, age,
No,
salary,
no, don't. No, no. So wait.
yes, yes.
You don't need to tell me the definition. You need to identify from this, okay,
Okay.
from this data, which are the numerical one, which are the nominal one, which are the categorical one. Okay. Now we
Oh,
start
okay.
from the column first, column A. You tell me.
Sir, customer ID is nominal
First, correct.
and credit score is numerical.
Hmm.
Country is categorical.
Very good.
Am I right, sir?
Right, right. Next,
Gender is categorical.
gender is categorical, correct. Age,
Again, age is nominal.
Age is
no,
numeric.
age is not nominal.
Oh, okay,
Numeric, correct.
numerical.
Because you can
Okay.
add, subtract. Next,
Sir, what is that, sir? Next to that.
tenure. Tenure means
It means,
duration. So it means that how much time has been taken after you have taken the loan.
okay,
It is
numericals.
in the years. Numerical. Balance. So what is the loan balance?
So this year is numerical, sir.
Which one?
Balance.
Year is numerical. Tenor.
Yeah, tenure is a numerical.
Balance is numerical, sir.
Numerical, right? Product number. So number of the product that particular guy has purchased.
Numericals.
Okay. Now this one, credit card,
Credit card, nominal, sir.
correct, nominal. Because whether he's a having a credit card or not, one or zero, right?
Yes, sir.
Active
Next to that,
member. Again, it is
active.
nominal.
Nominal.
Yeah, if it is one, it is he is active. Otherwise, non-zero, it is not active. This one, estimated salary.
Numerical, sir.
Correct, sir.
Okay,
Next to
and
that,
it is churn. So whether it's going to be
Categorical.
give back the loan, it is a categorical or nominal, both. You can say both, right? In the
okay,
all these three scenario, because this is
okay.
having for the only representation purpose, which is going to do categories. One is a one or other is a zero, correct? Not
Yes,
a problem. Okay, understood. So
yes.
this is all about the different type of data types, right? Any problem so far?
No, sir.
Okay, okay. So that's it about the data types, right? Okay, and so I have given you the foundation. I've started with the foundation of data analysis, and you are now able to understand what is the different kind of data types, right? ANOVA, chi-square, t-test, z-test, all under comes under the hypothesis testing only, and these are the very much interrelated, right? So that the reason when I will start with the probability and probability distribution, we will better able to understand what is the hypothesis is all about, right? And what is the distinct kind of a distribution, how to prove the data and the data points with the hypothesis. Understood? What is a different kind of estimation, right? So once it is done, then we will jump to the correlation and the regression, right? This is also very much important topic. Okay, so these two models which we are going to cover in our next session. Okay, so next session is going to be a very crucial, right? So today we have talked more about the static analysis and the counting and some of the different kind of a data types. What is the different kind of a data types and how to read the data, right? Different kind of a data types and how to read the data within the uh, data integrity. Understood?